So we talked before about SMC-K being the levels of disability compensation that are above and beyond, just the typical disability percentages from 0 to 100% that we usually see. Special monthly compensation comes into play when there's additional disabilities beyond a standard 100% scale. And what that means, additional disabilities, that could either be multiple highly rated disabilities. It could be a single disability that has multi-system effects. So things like Parkinson's disease or multiple sclerosis. It can also just come into play in certain situations. We spoke previously about special monthly compensation for loss of use. While SMC-K for loss of use is probably the most commonly qualified for level of SMC. Probably the second most common is SMC-S or SMC Housebound. I want to explain this because the very name itself leaves a lot of veterans and some VA employees confused. It's right there in the name, SMC Housebound. That sounds pretty specific. Sounds like the requirements for that, bound to the house. Right, but also not. That's actually not the way that most veterans qualify for SMC-S. So looking at the current SMC rates, they change every year with the cost of living, just like your disability payments will change in dollar amount, even if your percentage stays the same. Due to the cost of living, they update the payment schedule every year. So there's always a little bit of fluctuation. I believe around December is when they change them. So currently, no dependents, the base rate for a veteran who qualifies for SMC-S is going to be $4,408 a month. Obviously, that's higher than the current 100% disability payment. What's important about SMC is going to be the amount that you get per month. That's going to change. VA changes the rates for all disability levels, SMC and the regular disability percentages. They change every year, cost of living in December. Currently, right now, 2026, the 100% disability rating for a veteran without any dependents, this is just the base rate, 100% rating is going to get you $3,938 a month. So that's the 100% disability rating. That's also what you're going to get if you were to have individual unemployability. That's where the typical percentage rate maxes out. When we're looking at special monthly compensation, which remember is above and beyond the regular disability percentages, looking at SMC-S currently in 2026 would pay $4,408 a month. I did not become an attorney to do math, but even I can see that is about $400+ more per month than the typical 100% rating.
Hey, Nate here, Hill & Ponton's video guy. The video you just watched is expanded on further in this one right here. Learn something more, increase your rating. As Matt always says, knowledge is power. So go ahead,